Anyway, so had notification from the Exterminator Central, from the vets, that Ted is ready to be collected. So we're going to run out to the other side of Swindon. We're going to go and collect Ted, and we're going to bring him home. We're bringing home old Ted.
And if we should die tonight, we should all die together. Raise a glass of wine for the last time, holding out Father. We will watch the flames burn on and on the mountainside. Desolation comes upon the sky. Now I see fire inside the mountain. I see fire burning the trees, and I see fire hollow souls. I see fire burning the breeze.
Right, so we got some wallpaper samples, so I put on here B and M Bridgemead.
I'll do it, you carry on doing it.
Okay, right, you carry on. I'll tell you what, you do that and I'll carry on driving. Well, so we tried to go round to the vets to pick up old Ted. And we got there, and because it's a Sunday, guess what? Yeah, it's shut. Get back, monster. Right, okay, hello once again, YouTube. Oh, there's a bit of dust on the lens, hang on a sec. It's better. Right, okay. It's a cold and frosty morning. Cold and frosty. Look at that, look. Get rid of that. There we go. Right, so the time is 9:30, and it's very cold, very bright. It's 1 degree, so it's just above freezing at the moment. I've got my Rottweiler with me, so we're going to go. Okay, proper English now. No rubbish on my videos. What am I doing on it then? He says. Yeah, we are going to go over to Stanton Park, which is about a 5-minute drive, less than that actually. It's going to be busy over there. Lots of people go there and feed the animals, you know, and the birds and the squirrels. I've got some food for them. I've got some cameras. Not sure how it's going to work with the dog, because he wants to be in transit all the time. I want to stay put and film, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do that this morning. So anyway, it's going to be a video of some kind. I don't know. All right, hang on. Don't know how it's going to pan out, so let's just see what happens. Right, okay. So in this video there might be a slight change in sound quality. The sound on this is very good, the GoPro Hero 7 White. I've also got my Lumix with me, so the sound may sound somewhat slightly different. So I just thought I'd warn you about that. Anyway, we've got two different walks we can do. We could either go down that way, the normal route down that way there, or we can go down this way here. It's probably a bit less busy down that way, but I just want to show you roughly where we are. This is Stanton, an award-winning country park and local nature reserve. Some information there about it. There's some accolades it's got as well. So you are here. Okay, this is a car park. The way we normally go would be that way through there. Okay, that pathway. I think we're going to go. Got to try and get my bearings now. We're going to go this way. Yeah, because the lake is over that way to my right. But we're going to go this way here through the park, and then maybe you can go all the way around. There's quite a long walk that way there. We do this walk here, I think, up here, and maybe sort of down that way there. I think that's what we'll do. That one there. I'll try and do a bit of a Google flyover just to let you see what I mean. Anyway, we can do that. It'll take about 15, maybe 20 minutes to do that. Perhaps a bit longer than that. So, anyway, enough of me. Let's get walking and watching. Come on then, this way. We're going to go this way this morning. Good boy. Right, here we go. Into the wood, into the lovely, wonderful wood. There we go. Isn't that lovely, eh? Look at it. I've got my cameras with me, and I've got some bird seed with me. If I see any bird feeding stations, I'll stop off and I'll top them up. Most of them are over on the other walk. That's where most of them are. But there might be one or two down here now. I've not been down here for several months, and to be honest, it looks pretty muddy. It looks pretty muddy going, so I'm hoping it's going to perhaps get a bit easier under the foot. Hey, it's just a lovely way to nice way to spend a Sunday morning. Nice way to spend a Sunday morning. You know, I could be doing something useless like going to church. And some religious people will be thumbing it down right now. Well, I'm not religious, but I have got faith, and faith is all you need. You don't need religion. Put it this way: religion don't get you to heaven. That's all by works. Faith is just by resting. Just rest and enjoy life. You haven't got to be religious to believe in God. There you go. Anyway, that's a sermon over for this morning. Let's crack on and just enjoy God's creation, shall we? These lovely trees. This is a real thick, dense part of the wood. Not many people tend to take this walk, I think for several reasons. One, well, obviously it's very muddy at this time of year for the rain we've had. And I think two, there's more to see perhaps regarding birds on the other walk. But nonetheless, it's still very pleasant, apart from the mud, which I must say is semi-frozen at the moment. Not sure whether that's a good or a bad thing. Well, I had a choice this morning on what kind of a video to make. So I was led in bed for a while, contemplating over it. You know, shall I come out here and do this video? You know, in the woods and in the nature, to take my cameras along, and in essence, I suppose, take you along with me as well. And I thought, well, you know, I've got other stuff going on today. I've got to go shopping, you know, and I've got to do a Sunday dinner, then I've got to go to work tonight, you know, and one thing or another. I thought, well, you know, haven't been to Stanton for a while, so perhaps I'll take my cameras and take myself over to Stanton. And well, I'm hoping that I made the right decision. Anyway, we've had a lot of rain over the past few months, I suppose, really, and it's had an effect, because over there it's normally pretty bone dry, but to look at it, well, I've never seen it like that before. And So I've got to try and get myself over there. That's going to be interesting, isn't it? Okay. Right. Once again, on one of these old abandoned railway lines. You can see it's absolutely as straight as you like, isn't it? There we go. It's an old Roman road, you know. The Romans used to build their roads straight. They knew the shortest route from point A to point B. Obviously, straight line. No matter if you went through someone's house. We're coming through. We're coming through. And that's exactly what they did back in the 20s when I think this was built. Probably a bit earlier than that, actually. Age of steam was probably the 1850s, I suppose, so it would have been around about that time. Of course, Swindon being a big centre for the age of steam, it really built its history on the age of steam with Isambard Kingdom Brunel. And there was a huge workforce in Swindon, 25,000 strong, I think, at one point, when it was going full tilt, making steam engines and carriages. Yes, so Swindon built itself on steam. All it does now is just blow hot air. So coming into the area where there's where the bird tables are, and got myself ready. Got a lovely mist there just coming up from these wood chippings. Can you see that? I think the sun's just picking that up in the sun rays. Isn't that lovely? That's really nice. Anyway, pop some bird seed on the feeder. I'd love to stop with my cameras and do some filming, but my dog has got the patience of a 4-year-old child, so I don't think I'm going to have much luck there, but I will put some on there nonetheless. Okay, just coming up to bird table feed station number 2. What I'll do is I'll pop a camera on there just for maybe a minute or so, or however long I can. Just pop it up there, that's it. Get it filming, there we go. And what I'll do is just pop a bit bird seed on there. There is some on there already, so I'll just put a bit more on there. And hopefully the camera might film some birds for us. Anyway, let's go and have a little sit down here just for a minute or so. Right, the dog's in transit, he's impatient, he wants to move on. Anyway, I've stuck a camera on the bird table there, it's filming away, and it's basically as soon as I turned my back and walked away, they came in pretty much. So we just sit here just for a minute or so, just to gather some footage. Yeah, there's a few birds coming in, and I can't quite make out what they are without my glasses. I think there's a robin on there. I think that was a nut hatch. So yeah. I think bird watching is a lot better when you haven't got a dog with you. He took himself for a walk, I think. He'll be back in a minute when he realises I'm not 5 steps behind him. That's the five step rule with my dog. So I think when he comes back, I'll probably pick the cameras up and then head off back home. Do need to buy myself some gloves. Hands are very numb now, my fingers are anyway. Right, here he comes. Here he comes, he's brought himself back. Realised that I'm not 5 steps behind him. Okay. Right, okay, so well, I think this basically concludes the little video for today. Been nice out here. Kind of glad you could join me. Yeah, I like it. It's really nice being out here. Peace and quiet. Nice to be out of the town. And hustle and bustle, I get too much of that really. So it just gives me a bit of relaxation, a bit of solace and a bit of enjoyment. So yeah, I'm going to go home now and go shopping and do a Sunday dinner for everyone and make a video and go to Gatwick tonight around about 11:30, 11:45. It's going to be a late one tomorrow. It's going to be a tiring day tomorrow. Tiring day. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you on the next one. Bye for now.